The Hartford Brailers are Connecticut's only blind hockey team. The group started in January last year, and they've grown over the past year. Some players are even trying out for the national U.S. blind hockey team this spring. Channel 3 sports reporter Caroline Powers dropped in on one of their practices and has more on how this small group is making a big name for themselves.
Once a week at the Newington Ice Arena, a small team of 10 come together to play hockey. But this group isn't like every other team.
I have glaucoma, so I have a peripheral loss.
I served 10 years in the Air Force, and 2 weeks after I was honorably discharged, I lost my eyesight in a work-related accident.
Every player on the Hartford Brailers has some sort of visual impairment.
We rate it B1 through B4. So your B1s and B2s have little or no vision, and they're generally your defenders. Whereas your B3 and B4, those are people that have more sight, and those you want to be your forwards because they have to move the puck up and down the ice.
Goalie Liz Botner and defender Jim Sadecki are completely blind. They rely on the help of volunteers when getting around on the ice.
My son, when I started skating, I asked and said, hey, you want to give this a try with me? My son is fully sighted, but he volunteers. And so he's been doing this with me for the past year, which is great for the both of us. As I've told people before, you know, when you lose your sight, ice skating isn't one of those things that's top on the list to, you know, say I want to give it a try. I'm glad I did. I've done a lot of, blind sports. And ice skating has been the one thing where you don't have to hold on to anybody. You can go fast. You know, for me with no eyesight at all, you know, if I get in a little danger sometimes, usually the pads and the gears keeps me safe.
When watching blind hockey, you might not notice many differences to the game. It's changes to the equipment, like these pucks, that allow the athletes to rely on their other senses while playing.
I'm more in tune with my hearing. It also comes down to team communication as well. I guess more so sometimes for me to communicate on which side of the puck, where on the ice the puck is when it's near the net, because then the defense can help.
Keith Haley is no stranger to the game. He played hockey at Farmington High School. It wasn't until his early 20s, while playing for a men's league, that he noticed his vision started to go, forcing him to hang up his skates.
Those skates stayed on the hook for about 20 years, until recently when I heard about the blind hockey team, and I said, listen, I don't care how old I am. I said, I'm going to give this a shot, and that's what's great about anyone with a disability, You're only as disabled as you allow yourself to be. If you can get back on the ice again and do something you love with people that have similar disability as you is fantastic.
The players say they'll never forget that special feeling they had when they first stepped out on the ice.
Freedom. It was truly freedom. A blind person, especially totally blind, there's challenges of just feeling that sense of speed or, the wind in your face. And hockey has given me that.
In Newington, Caroline Powers, Channel 3 Sport.